Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back. Hertz here. Some more Titanfall gameplay. This time, it's a map called Demeter, and it is attrition one more time. This time, however, for the first time up on the channel, with the exception of the montage, of which you will have seen some clips from this video in there, we're looking at the sniper rifle, or one of them. This is the Longbow sniper. And you know what? I have a great run to start things off with the sniper rifle, for the most part. Right now, this weapon is outfitted with a 4-point times zoom scope on here, and the stabilizers in there. Now, the weapon initially, because it's the first attachment that you get for this is a 6x scope. I found the 4.5 scope much more suitable. You can also get an AOG scope for it. But I like the range that the 4.5 provides. It doesn't seem too extreme. You can use it in those closer situations, right, when you need to, on the fly. But it's comfortable on those long ranges as well, hitting those long shots, those head shots at range. The stabilizer's good. It kind of keeps the weapon sway under control a little bit. I'm also in my backup for my Titan killer. It's the mag launcher. The reason I'm carrying the mag launcher, I don't just have to use that sucker. I think I probably touched upon in a previous video that I wasn't a big fan of the mag launcher for taking down Titans. It seemed to do minimal damage, but as a sniper here, I thought it could be useful for taking down charging opponents, right? If I used it correctly and pulled it out in time, right? So that's always a thought, right? Anyway, and you can see I'm putting on a goddamn sniping display here, sniping clinic. It was a pretty solid, start to this round. Posting up on the rooftop first, putting down a few guys, and then moving over to this rooftop and keeping them guessing. And this was one of my favorites, a beautiful kind of kill on a silent strike as he was trying to duck in behind cover. Where are you going, sucker? Nowhere. You're going to the next lap, and you know what? I'm actually going to be seeing him here real shortly as I try and pull off a similar maneuver, run into safety, trying to duck in behind some cover, and I get put down, and we're actually looking at the Hemlock assault rifle here, which is it's a burst fire rifle, right? And I've never used the weapon, but I've had some really deadly encounters against it. I've been put down several times with that weapon now, and it seems to have some real heavy duty stopping power. Hitting one burst with that weapon is often enough. So I'm looking forward to checking that gun out and seeing how effective it really is at some point. But even at the time of putting on this comm, which is much later than when I actually got the footage, I still have yet to actually pull the thing out. Kind of rounding out my my sniper loadout, I had the cloak. You saw it in there. Satchel charges are in there, which you'll see come into play here before this round ends. The explosive pack is in there, giving me an extra satchel charge. And the Warp Fall transmitter is my other perk, which allows for very fast entry of the Titan, which can be good for when you're trying to do like a Titanfall kill on an enemy Titan, because the Titan will arrive that much faster. You can better anticipate where the enemy is going to be and try and drop it on his head. Anyway, so I'm in here. You've seen this before. I think I said it in the previous video. We're coming down the final. Well, we're not coming down the final stretch of this round yet, but it arrives really quickly. As far as this build goes, at this point, I had between last video and this video, I think I had mentioned that I spent quite a bit of time over the next few episodes chipping away at trying to bring in the 20 Titan takedowns that are required for the rapid fire attachment for this quad rocket launcher. I also, between last episode and this one, I did regen once. I'm up to prestige level 1. I don't know what you'd call it, but it's generation 2. I'm on to generation 2 at this point. And so all my progress that I had initially made with the quad rocket launcher was scrapped. I had to start back from scratch with it. And so I'm working away at it one more time. So this loadout for the Titan that we're looking at right now, the Atlas chassis, quad rocket launcher, electric smoke, the cluster bomb is in there, the fast auto loader, which it doesn't reload the quad rocket launcher faster. That simply reloads my ordnance faster, which is my cluster missile. And the last thing that I have in there is a core extender. So when my damage core gets activated, it lasts that much longer. So that's the loadout, that's the rundown, and I do have a friendly old Sam Squatch riding my shoulder right now. Now we're coming down the final stretch, and it was completely dominating victory. Again, this was... oh my god, they need to fix this mess. They need to fix this mess, because it's just no good. It's no good. It's not fun when you're just walking away with it like this, when things are so imbalanced. But and I was actually questioning, should I put this up here on the channel? I mean, it really was a one-sided affair, and it was just players being out-experienced. 3 guys up on my team, myself, Major Bloodbath, and another guy by the name of Murphy Jones, I think was the name. We were just we were completely out-experienced the lower team, you know. That's unfortunate. Now look at this squaring off here in the epilogue in overtime. I barely got out of that Titan by the shortened curlies, you know, and actually doomed the guy I was doing battle with, so that's always good. Now right here, I think we saw this in the montage. This is my perimeter I'm getting ready to put down, or I've put it down, my satchel charge, heavy-duty explosive perimeter that I've put down on this dropship, and I'm just waiting for them to come charging in here. Not to mention the fact that I'm pretty sure that those charges, those satchel charges, I get a double with it. I go to the pistol and try and take out the third guy, with no luck, however. But I'm pretty sure that those satchel charges do a good chunk of damage to the dropship as well, you know. So I put in a double kill with it. Had a great explosive perimeter down there. And that right there, guys, that's what I'm talking about. Look at those generation. I mean, Generation 5, Gen 3, Gen 2. And down in the bottom team, all they had was the one Gen 2 in there, you know, and a spattering of other guys that are mildly experienced, and they just got outmatched. And that's no fun. It's no fun when you're walking away with the victory, and it's no fun when your team's getting hammered on because they're completely outmatched. It'll make, you know, it'll toss guys right into the fire. It'll make them improve that much faster, hopefully. But it's not a good method. That is the only option available at this time. Come on, Respawn. You guys got to do something about that. We need more matchmaking options. This is just not working. I'm sure they have something in the works, something in the pipeline. I'm sure there'll be something patched in that give us more options. Plus the ability to make a private match. It's only public servers at this point. So there's a few things that they need to work on with the matchmaking, with the ability to set up games, and I think that they need to kind of divide a ranked setting and kind of a casual setting as well, for guys that aren't taking, you know, that are just kind of in there having a good time, guys that want to play competitively and play as a team and win as a team, you know. So they have some work to do in that regard. I can't. I was even, you know, I was gonna toss away this footage. I was gonna toss it away, but I can't throw it away. I mean, it was a great round with the sniper rifle. You know, despite being outnumbered, or not being outnumbered, but being outexperienced, you know, and outmatched, I still held my ground well with the longbow, and I wanted to get it up here. So that's why it's here. Anyway, look at those numbers. You know, 48, middle of the field on my team, but I was carrying the longbow for the most part, and it had a nice little Titan run there as well. But 48 attrition points, can't complain with that. I hit the standard 42, which is where you should be, you know, when you're shooting for a 250 score. Nine pilot kills, you see right there. 1 Titan got scrapped, 12 minions got put down, 1 death. The 2 guys above me, though, look at that, flawless victories. Yes, Murphy Jones there, Gen 5, 7 pilots taken down, 3 Titans scrapped, and 43 minions with 0 deaths. Great run for him. Major Bloodbath, same thing, 9 pilots, 1 Titan, 51 attrition points, 11 minions, and no deaths. My God, spectacular. And I think that's really all that's worth mentioning. Just terrible. 250 to 88. Terrible matchmaking. No, the matchmaking doesn't exist. There's no real matchmaking there. No fair matchmaking anyway. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. There'll be more longbow sniper rifle footage to come. I'm trying to mix it up, you know. It takes me a little bit longer to really excel at any one particular playstyle, because when I'm playing, I'm running through all of the weapons and trying to get a little bit of footage with everything so that I can get it up here on the channel for you guys to enjoy, you know. So hopefully you appreciate that. Hopefully you'll show your support. Thumb up the video, even though it was a one-sided goddamn massacre. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video that releases here on the channel. But until then, remember why it hurts, people. Later.